A very good morning to all my dear students. As you know that we are doing chapter number 13, we have discussed the characteristics of sound waves. Also, we have discussed the characteristics of sound. The today topic is sound produced by humans and structure and working of human ear. These are the two topics that we will be covering today. So let's start our topic. Chapter 13 Sound. Sound produced by humans. When you put your hand firmly on the throat and sing anything, you can feel vibrations in your throat. When you sing low or high, you can feel the difference in vibrations in your throat. Whenever you are just doing something or singing something, just put your hands on your voice box. The sound is produced by the voice box or the larynx. Where it is located? It is located at the upper end of the windpipe. Two ligaments called vocal cords are stretched across the voice box or larynx in such a way that it leaves a narrow slit between them for the passage of air. Now, how is sound produced? When the lungs force air through the slit and vocal cords vibrate, they results in the production of sound. Muscles attached to the vocal cords can make the cord tight or loose. Tight and thin vocal cords produces higher pitch or higher frequency sound. Loose and thick vocal cords produce low pitch or low frequency sounds. Now, stretched and relaxed vocal cords, you can see beta. Vocal cords open during breathing to allow air into lungs, and vocal cords close when speaking. So air from the lungs presses between them and cause the vibrations to produce. Now moving on to the structure of human ear. See beta, before explaining the structure, see this diagram very carefully. We are able to hear sounds from your surroundings through the sensory organ called ear. When the sound propagating through air reaches your ear, you are able to hear it. Now let us study the structure of human ear. See beta, structure of human ear is divided into three parts: inner ear, middle ear and outer ear. This is inner ear, this is outer ear, this is middle ear. So this is the structure of human ear. Outer ear, it consists of a flap like cartilage structure called pinna. See beta, how you can explain the working? See, this is pinna. What happens? The pinna is further divided into connected to ear canal. ये ear canal से connected है. At the end of which there is eardrum. और इस canal के end पे क्या है? Eardrum. Eardrum is a stretched membrane that separates the outer ear from the middle ear. ये middle ear को outer ear से separate करता है. Now coming to middle ear. Okay, if this diagram will come about, I will explain you the middle ear. Here, middle ear consists of three tiny bones, which is hammer, anvil and stirrup. Hammer is connected to the eardrum and the innermost bone. See देखिए hammer जो है it is connected to eardrum. Okay. These three bones are named according to their shapes and are collectively called ossicles. Middle ear is connected to the throat through the eustachian tube. So there is a eustachian tube through which is the connecting source middle ear through the throat. Now we are moving on to the inner ear part. So you can easily see where is inner ear. There, this part is inner ear. Okay. The inner ear contains cochlea and semicircular canals. Cochlea is a spirally coiled tube. This is a spirally coiled tube which is looks like a snail shell. It is filled with the fluid and has many hair cells inside it. The receptors send impulses through sensory neurons to the auditory nerve, which connects inner ear to the brain. From here it is connected to brain. So this is the structure of human ear. Now human ear has three parts: external ear, middle ear and internal ear. So outer ear, it consists of a flap-like cartilaginous structure called pinna. One of the each side of your face. It collects sound waves. Its function is to collect the sound waves from the surrounding, and it is further connected to ear canal at the end of which eardrum is present. And eardrum is a stretched membrane and it separates the outer ear from the middle ear. Now, as discussed, middle ear is having three bones: hammer, anvil and stirrup. Hammer is connected to the eardrum and the innermost bone or stirrup is connected to the inner ear. These three bones are named according to their shapes, known as ossicles. And middle ear is connected to the throat through the eustachian tube. Now, inner ear contains cochlea and semicircular canals. Cochlea is a spirally coiled tube and it looks like a snail shell. It is filled with fluid and has many hair cells. And what is the function? The receptors send impulses through the sensory neurons to the auditory nerve and it connects to the brain. Now moving on to the working of human ear, you need to learn this flow chart. First of all, pinna collects sound waves from the surrounding and sends to the eardrum through the ear canal. When sound waves fall on the eardrum, they make eardrum drum vibrate. Now the function of the middle ear comes. The three bones, hammer, anvil and stirrup, receive the vibrations from the eardrum and amplify them. Amplify means to improve them. Then cochlea receives the amplified vibrations from these three bones. The sensitive hair cells present in the cochlea convert them into nerve impulses. These nerve impulses are carried to the brain through the auditory nerve. Brain decodes nerve impulses into the specific sound. Now, audible and inaudible sounds. The human ear can easily detect frequencies between 20 Hz and 20 kHz or 20,000 Hz. Hence, sound waves with frequency ranging from 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz is known as audible sound. So, human ear cannot detect sound frequencies less than 20 vibrations per second. That is 20 Hz से अगर less frequency है, so human beings cannot listen it. And these come under the category of infrasonic sounds or inaudible frequencies. And the low frequencies which human ear cannot detect is also known as infrasonic sound. And the sound having frequencies more than 20,000 Hz, they are known as ultrasounds. So we cannot hear ultrasonic sounds, but many animals like dolphins, bats, porpoises produces ultrasonic sounds. Bats use it to locate objects in the dark, and dolphins used it to find their way in the oceans. Dogs can hear up to 40,000 hertz. Okay, the owners of the dog are using Galton's whistle. There are special type of whistles that can produce sound frequencies of more than 20,000 hertz. So these are used. So this is all about the today's topic. Thank you, and you have to read this topic carefully.